Cast out your line and get ready for a day of fishing with Originator fishing charters. Whether you're out on Lake Michigan or the St. Joseph River, Captain Jerry has you covered so you can bring home the largest catch. Joining us this morning to tell us all about it is Jerry. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Hometown Living. So we're talking fishing. Talk to us about the history and how do you fish?
So, two different ways. When we're fishing the Lake Michigan, we're generally trolling. We usually have a number of lines. You're allowed 3 lines per person. And we put big spreads out, especially when we're salmon fishing typically. And we're trolling out on Lake Michigan. So the lines are typically long behind the boat. And we're trolling about 2.5 to 3 miles an hour typically.
Yeah. So if someone wants to book with you or reach out to you, what does that look like?
Basically, you can reach me at my phone number, 269-207-2551. I handle all the bookings. Most people do tend to book in advance. Keep in mind that holidays and weekends do fill up the fastest.
Yeah. And so you're fishing on Lake Michigan and the St. Joseph River.
Yeah, we primarily, the St. Joe River, I do primarily from the 1st of November until about the mid-March, and then we put the lake boat back in the water and we're after salmon again. But when we're in the river, we're typically after steelhead, trout, and also some walleye.
Yeah. So is there a specific time or is there a best time to go fishing?
The best time to go fishing is when you have time.
When you have time.
Yeah, I fish year-round. We're really fortunate. We're surrounded by tremendous, great bodies of water, and they're full of fish. And we're just really fortunate because of the St. Joe River. It feeds Lake Michigan. It's the second longest, widest, deepest river that feeds it, and puts a lot of nutrients, a lot of things that the fish tend to like.
Yeah. So for someone like me who's a beginner and doesn't know anything about fishing, what does that look like?
Absolutely no experience necessary. If you can crank the reel, we take care of everything else, especially out on the lake. We're typically trolling, so we set the lines, and when a fish gets on, we literally hand you the rod and you just start cranking it. So no experience necessary. That is one of the biggest questions. People are often intimidated by taking a fishing charter. They think they need to know a lot, and they don't. The average client that I take out probably fishes less, very little at all, maybe only a day or so a year or even less. So.
Yeah. Okay. And then do you have to have patience, Captain Jerry, to fish? What would you say?
Not like you think. I mean, it's not like the stories you think. I mean, typically when we're out on Lake Michigan, we typically shoot for 10 or more fish a day. The St. Joe River is a little bit different. It's a little bit more humbling, can be at times, but it's totally different fishing. When you're on the river, you literally have a rod in your hand and you're literally all day, and it's more the traditional style fishing that people are used to.
Yeah. And how long have you been fishing yourself?
I've been fishing my whole life. So I'm 56 now, and started with my grandfather as a little boy, and I've kind of watched this salmon fishery and evolve over the time. So.
Yeah. And what did you bring today? I mean, it took up the entire table.
So we have 2 fish here. The steelhead, which was pointed right here.
Right here is
this is the steelhead. It's a 13-pound steelhead. And we catch that fish not only at Lake Michigan, but that's the fish that we catch all winter long on the St. Joseph River. And then in front of that is a 30-pound king salmon, was caught in Lake Michigan, and was caught by a very novice fisherman. So once again, you don't have to have a lot of experience to go on a charter. Literally, if you can crank the handle, we take care of the rest.
And when you say crank the handle, or just
forward,
you're just going forward. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Not backwards.
No, forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
All right.
Literally, I told a guy the other day, I said, I go, you know, make a circle, and he took the whole rod and he went like that.
Oh no!
And I said, no, just like this, just like this.
You're just supposed to go forward.
Just forward. That's
not
it.
Not like this. Just
right.
forward.
Yeah, just like that.
All right, Captain Jerry. Is there anything that you would like to leave our viewers with?
Just, we've got open dates available. I'd love to get you out there on the lake. Like I said, no experience necessary. Just bring a cooler with what you'd like to eat and drink, and a 1-day fishing license. They're $10. If you do have children, if they're under 17, they do not need a license. So, and the fish are clean and bagged for you. So you don't have to worry about at the end of the trip, what do we do with these fish? They're bagged, and you just take them home, put them in the freezer, or cook them up.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Hometown Living.
My pleasure.
To book a fishing journey with Originator Fishing Charters, check out your screen. You can visit their website at originatorcharters.com, or you can give them a call at 269-207-2551.